Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl Katrina and I'm jumping right into today's video. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. So glad to have you. But this is going to be part 2 of a video from when I went to Uninet in Islip, New York. And we are continuing the series on the white toner printer. So for some of you, you might have known already that I used to have the Luminaris from Ricoma. This printer does way more than that. It's way better. This is the Cadillac of white toners. This is the iColor 650. Now you don't have to get this big one. They do have a smaller model. I believe it's the 560. Don't quote me on that. It'll be down below in the description box. But again, this is the part 2 from when I went to Islip, New York. Me, Alan from AW Productions, and Gary from T-Shirt helped us. We had a full hands-on training with Joe from Uninet. And the first video showed you the full entire tour of the facility and gave you a brief overview. But in today's video specifically, we are going to be diving into how to get the perfect marrying process, how to get those perfect A to B transfers for the white toner, and the #1 thing that you guys have been waiting for, rasterization. So today's video is going to cover all of that, and then at the end we're going to talk about another special type of one transfer paper that they have as well. This printer, when I tell you, it's just a beast. I learned so much when I went there. So you definitely want to watch from beginning to end, especially if you are into white toner. Even if you do DTF, even if you do DTG, this is just an awesome printer to have because it can do so much. I covered a lot of the things that it can do in the first one, and I'm going to be bringing you a lot more. Printing banners, making cards. I mean, it has so many different specialty materials that can go in it, like magnets that you can place on your door. So don't think of this printer as just for making t-shirts. This is a money maker, people. So if you didn't know, look up the iToner 650. Again, all links will be down below in the description box. And I was waiting to master the marrying process. So with the Luminaris printer that I used to have, it was a much smaller paper size. So because this one prints much bigger paper size, and it can even print bigger than this because you can do the smart cut. You can split the images. I had to learn all over again how to perfect the peeling process because there's a trick to it. So we're going to show you all of that. Joe from Uninet is amazing, knows pretty much every single thing about the white toner printer. So today's video is for all of you who want to master the white toner images, how to get the perfect prints, how to marry the images, how to get beautiful rasterization for beginners like me, myself, because I've never pretty much rasterized. All right, so today I'm going to take you through all of that. Pay close attention and let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I'm really excited to show you everything that this baby can do because I was thoroughly impressed. Now, of course, there's some clowning around in the video because I'm with my best friend, Alan. I'm with my guy, Gary. So take all the clowning around for love, but we were there to learn, but we also had a great time as well. And of course, if you want to know the heat press, some of you might ask what heat press that we're using. It's the same one that I have right here. It's the Fusion IQ from Hotronix. It's the best heat press with the best white toner, so that way you can get the best images. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys at the end. And please let me know what you think down in the comments as well, because for some of you who have been waiting for me to show you rasterization, it's gonna blow your mind how easy and simple it is. And it might change your mind and your opinion about the white toner. So take a look at this, because when you rasterize and when you use the T-seal, we're covering all of that. You get much more durable prints, you get longevity with your shirts, and it can look just like DTF. Don't say I ain't tell you, but take a look at today's video, all right? Enjoy, and I will see you guys at the end of the iColor 650. So mind you, this is part 2, so I stopped the video from the part 1 and we're jumping right in. Joe is telling us certain things that we need to be doing, like making sure the heat press is hot already before we even start the transfers, making sure that bottom part is hot, and certain things that we should be using. These are all going to help with the perfection of white toner images.
That's your natural position when you're not using your press when you're doing white toner. Mm-hmm. Okay? Okay. Okay, 2. I don't think anyone is using the cloth. You will very likely fail without these. And this one now, I know you're using this one, I'm going to switch you to this one. Okay?
Why? What's the difference?
We're getting better results with this lately, honestly, and it's climate. As the climate changes, you might want to change.
Is that polyester?
Is that the rubbing?
This is poly.
Is that after you're done the
No.
120 seconds? The rubbing after?
No, that's laying.
This is a marrying cloth. We sell these on our website. I think they're $5.
How come I never heard of this?
Because you had success without it.
Oh,
so
okay.
The thing is, everything I'm showing, you don't have to do all of these things, but there's sort of tricks to improve. And almost all the time, these tricks we do are to overcome some type of deficiency, a climate issue, a process issue, or a low quality press. Okay. When you're doing something wrong, these things help. When there's humidity in your paper, these things help. When you have a low quality press, these things help. So I recommend you always do it. We used to train people marrying A to B with a craft sheet. Okay, we no longer do this. And the reason is the humidity can't get through this. So when you're getting what we call snow, which is the #1 complaint.
Snow on
Have you ever had snow?
On the side of the film sometimes.
In the negative space
it'll be extra
of the B sheet.
Glue.
Hold on.
Little white film like dandruff. So why you get snow? Your pressure's too high. That's number one.
That's what
Your temperature's too high. Or 3, and you could solve both of those. And the third is humidity. Too much humidity in the paper. Not in the room, in the paper. The paper is like somewhat humidity damaged. Oh, okay. These sheets greatly mitigate that. Okay, so you need to start using these going forward all the time. We don't typically have this problem here, so I'm not really set up to do it because our paper is always in a climate control room and sealed.
Ideal condition.
So you can hover over it if you're doing this to show us if it was humidity damage.
To remove humidity from the B sheet, if this is a humidity damaged pack of paper.
Okay.
And you would see like this might curl up if there was humidity in it, and then they kind of relax.
Yep.
Okay, but this paper's fine. We don't need to do that. So we're going to put our A sheet facing up, toner side up. How do you know what side the toner side? It's the one that's scratchable. You're going to put your B sheet down. Now, typically, the way we train people is you fold this corner over.
Yeah.
I notice you guys with the gloves and all that stuff, and I'm going to show you don't really need that. If you do it the way we teach you, you're not going to need it. But now you can do it like this, and typically what we do is we take this black cloth and we put it over it, and that's what all these marks are. But lately, we've kind of come up with a new method. And you see these little pieces of paper. We just cut little pieces of paper.
That's what I do.
And we put it like that.
Oh, in between. Okay.
So and the reason I'll tell you why I'm doing that, because we're going through these like mad. We're killing them by putting all these.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So every couple of hundred you got to change it. I'm gonna use the white one. We have really good luck with this white polyester cloth.
Is the black one polyester too?
No, it's cotton.
Yeah, I thought so.
So today we're going to give you both of these. You could try them both and see which works better for you. But I think this is the best formula for success. You want to drop this. The pressure's way too high. I felt it was too high. You want to probably be like around a 4 or a 5.
So medium pressure for those of you who don't have.
3 to 5, let's say. At 310 degrees for 120 seconds at low to medium pressure. You want to take your time.
All right.
You're gonna put your fan here so that you don't lose it. You're gonna take this off.
And the black cloth.
Rub this a little bit.
You didn't even apply a lot of pressure on it.
No, you're just pulling a little heat out.
And Joe, you don't think that that's hot? Or is it because is it because you're using the white paper?
I don't feel like it's hot.
I gotta give you props, so I'm giving you props right now.
Then again, you've been doing this
now
so
watch.
long. You have.
Watch my left hand. Do you see that move?
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you see where the point of separation is? It's over the middle of the platen. That's where you want it to be.
Okay, I get it.
Because that's where the heat is.
I get what you're saying.
Do you see how I'm keeping the point where it's pulling apart right here over that heat sink?
Yeah.
If you're over here, you could fail.
Right.
If you're over here, if you're lifting and putting air, it will fail.
Right.
So I'd say 99%. Next one will be perfect. Because always the first one and the second one of the day is not going to be perfect.
Right.
You're never going to get a perfect one the first press of the day.
That's way better.
Well, it's 99%. It's perfect. I mean, it's totally usable. But you want perfect. The next one, right up on top.
Oh, it's this one?
Yeah. Open that one up.
Adhesive, and it has to stay sealed in the bag.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna seal it.
So now they're gonna be making labels to go in the bag for you guys. So that way your paper stays good and.
I like this idea right here.
Yeah, that's new.
The benefit of that, we just started doing that, but the benefit is that it saves this sheet. This sheet.
Right.
That's the only reason you would do that. Normally you would put it like this.
Because that glue.
The glue kind of over time can start to damage your cover sheet.
Yeah.
And you want to use this, 1,000 times or more before you throw it out.
So we're learning how to get the perfect marrying process for the white toner transfers today.
Okay, so question. So that polyester sheet does what? It just maintains the moisture.
It lets the humidity through and traps it. So when you do this, the humidity just hits this and goes right into the transfer and makes those little like snowflakes, right, or dandruff. This helps eat up the humidity.
Medium pressure, 310 degrees.
So we want to be lower. Nothing's gonna go wrong by letting it.
Yeah, I've done this before.
It's Katrina's practice. Come on, Katrina.
Oh, you're gonna do it? Is that what's happening?
Oh,
I don't know about this.
Yeah, let him. I want to
do one more here.
Yeah. Why you have to say it like that, Joe? I don't know about this. She tried to play.
And the white and the little piece of paper is for the.
I'm blocking it.
You just seem like you're doing it so. I guess it's all about the humidity and everything as well.
Yep.
Now he's about to do.
Now watch my right hand. It's about to hit the press, right? See? Now I go this way. And now my right hand has to clear the right side of the press. And I haven't stopped. And notice where the point of separation is. Right over the middle.
Right.
And his hand is off the press.
And you see, this hand's off the press. I don't need gloves.
You can even pull a little bit with that.
That's good. Perfect ending. Perfect ending.
Now at the end, just
Slow
slow.
it down.
Just let it take itself off.
Mine just like
You don't
seems to just go.
You're pulling too much.
That's crazy. That's sweet.
And also, there's a touch
perfectly
to it,
good.
Katrina. You just got to do because I had to kind of relearn it with the 650 because it's different. But I was perfect on this.
Yeah,
this
650. Well, the 560 is bulletproof.
Yeah.
We give that to beginners because no one will fail in that machine.
Yeah,
the 650 is definitely more,
Yes.
less forgiving.
It's a bigger.
It's a big, and it's double the size.
Yeah.
And it's double the size.
Yeah,
But if you have a bad behavior on the 560, it's exacerbated on the 650.
Yes.
Right? So that's why you had to relearn a little bit.
Cutting off the sides for the excess, for any glue residue.
Let's put this one on a shirt because it's a beautiful design. It should really pop. You see this is already rasterized. Look at those colors. See, it's rasterized all throughout.
Some
What
beautiful,
paper was that printed
some
on? That is
beautiful
standard
juicy
paper.
lemons. Beautiful juicy lemons.
XL.
And that's under.
What's going on?
Why are they laughing? I'm talking like you just said beautiful colors. I want y'all to see that it looks realistic. Alan, get your.
What
Don't
is
you?
happening?
Oh no!
What exactly is happening? Okay.
Gary started smiling like you know the. Like beautiful juicy lemons. Like what?
Yeah, these guys been picking on me all day.
I don't know what is happening.
I don't know either, Joe. I'm just like, yeah. I like.
Juicy lemons.
Do you see how we're threading the shirt? By the way.
Yes.
Okay, threading the shirt is really important because you don't want 2 layers of the shirt underneath the press.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and why is that, Joe?
Because you don't have the right amount of heat and pressure if you have 2 layers of this. It's just 1 layer. That's why you don't want like the lower quality press that don't allow threading. Even some of the presses that pull out like this, they don't have all this empty space on the bottom.
Yeah, because I did this on my. I think I told you I did this on my HTV run. No way, Jose. No, it just did not work.
Okay, so we're gonna do like 4 fingers down. I only want to press at 310. I don't ever recommend in production you do this because we're gonna lose a lot of color vibrance right now. You want to be around 240, 250 on a different press. Right. I'm going fast. I'm using the same press. That's why 2 presses is the best way to do this.
I
Wait,
never.
I
Your color drops
310.
substantially.
I thought it was
310.
always supposed to be the same.
No, the second press you want to be the press to the shirt and the finishing press. You want to be at a lower temperature. It's not that it won't work. It will work. It's just not as bright as it was. You lost a little color.
No idea.
Are you kidding me? I've been always
Instructions.
pressing at.
You
Oh,
know,
now you
I
read
don't think I've
instructions?
instructions since 5th.
Fifth grade.
So you guys know what this table is? This is a
Cooling table.
cooling table. Look how I'm taking
got a
this
metal
off. By the way.
tin.
We don't want to pull this so that these edges come off.
Yeah.
So we have some.
So he's
metal
gonna lay
here.
it down over there.
Can cool faster.
Y'all
So
got
it cools
everything
fast. I have
here
a
in
piece
place.
of granite too. That helps. This
I
is
had,
granite.
oh, you got thick. I bought 2 of them and they both broke.
So once you start feeling the cold come through, you're pretty much done. Sometimes you'll open this up like this and you let the air go. But you can't do that until it's like set. Yeah. Right? Because if you did this before, the edges would come off. People would complain, that these corners don't work. That's the reason why. So you could take this. This is magnets.
What does that do?
Well, this allows me to use both hands.
Oh, gotcha.
Because if I do one, the peeling is the most important part. I notice a lot of you guys are not peeling right. You don't do this.
I just started peeling.
You don't do that.
No, I roll.
I just started rolling.
2 hands, push down. If you hear something, you want it to be quiet. If you hear crackling, it means that it's not ready or your angle is not quite. That's all you want to hear. See, 2 hands. Push down and roll.
Wow, this is like I'm learning. So I thought I had this down, but
Gary, you should.
But they mere novice.
And now we're
gonna put it back on. You can finish this in a variety of ways. I suggest you use a T-seal.
Oh, absolutely.
Gotta use a T-seal.
Okay.
I burnt my T-seal.
We'll get you another. I put this over it. Why am I putting this over it?
Oh, you use both?
Because the platen is bigger than the T-seal. And if there's any stuff on the corners, on the edges, that'll cause a problem.
Pressing still at the same temp, right?
Around 20 seconds, yeah, but again, lower. 310 is a little high.
Yeah, because I thought you couldn't use a T-seal at 300.
A little over, I think it's...
I thought it was 300.
350, or it says it in the instructions, but I think it's a little over 300.
Okay.
It's better to press at a lower temperature to keep the T-seal a long time.
And you can use a T-seal for up to like 500 presses?
Times, yeah. When it starts getting like brown and crispy, it's time to change it.
All right, we're gonna see how the color changes.
I'm gonna lift it like this and let air underneath.
Really?
Okay, because this 310 is pretty hot to be pressing a T-seal. What I'm doing is letting air underneath so that this releases very nicely.
Look at that.
And look at how much. That looks like DTF. And look at how much. Wow.
Let's hold it up. Let's turn it around.
What kind of lemons are those?
Juicy lemons.
Juicy lemons.
Some juicy lemons right there, baby. Nice and sweet. So when you say negative space, that means you knocked out the black,
right.
Okay.
You always want to knock out your shirt color. That is the most important. The first thing you do when you bring it into the rip is you remove your shirt color.
Makes sense.
This artwork was prepared knowing it was going on a black shirt, so the black was already removed.
So if I was putting this on a white shirt, I would have kept it.
You would have kept it in, and instead you remove the white. Now there's no white, but there's lights. And then you can move the slider, because I wouldn't print all that on a white shirt.
See, now that's the only thing
That's
about...
the effect too, but,
yeah. But I mean, from here, you're not going to even see that there's anything about that. It just looks normal.
Yeah. So I'm trying to master this.
Okay.
All right, so I'm trying to master this. Are you going to come near me, Joe?
I am.
Take that
So
out.
we take that off. And then you rub it, right?
And rub it.
But you did this, right?
No.
Rub?
Stay down.
Yeah.
Now you got to keep moving because we're going slow.
Okay, sorry. I'm done?
Yeah, meaning you need to keep moving.
Okay, feel that.
This way. There we go.
Already.
Now, stay right there. Now pull.
Yep.
So it's your process. So now we know it's your process. But keep going. I think it'll improve.
Yes. That's what, yeah.
Start to turn.
Yeah, but keep that down.
It's hard to keep it low.
I know. So part of your issue is this air getting underneath.
Yeah, because it's hard to keep this.
I know.
The sheet is so much bigger, guys.
Uh-huh.
So, well.
There you go.
Now, he just did a perfect transfer. So, yeah.
Okay, so it's just the process. We got to work on the process. So now you see, maybe your paper is fine, maybe your climate is fine. It's just the way you're doing it. You just have to learn to be smooth and
Smooth,
consistent.
yeah.
I mean, I'm smooth
Let's
with
do another one.
everything.
I'll do another one, and then you do what?
I'm smooth with a lot of other things.
Like what?
Yeah, baby. Don't mess up the image, Alan. Get a perfect press. All right, Alan.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. You gotta move quick. Let's see if he can get the perfect transfer.
Good.
Uh-oh.
This one is a little tricky.
Albert Einstein.
There we go.
But look, he has his
Keep it pushing.
air underneath here.
air
but
underneath,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm trying to keep still and
Try to move the whole thing this way.
Keep it in the center of the platen, right?
yeah.
All right, Alan. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Stay low.
I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and then slow it down again.
He's got it.
Uh-oh.
Now, would you
Yeah,
want to
just
be
let it fall
pulling?
off at the end. Yeah, he's pulling, but you know, at the end you really got to
let it do
reduce
its
the
thing.
tension. Just let it fall off because you'll
I can't
pop
ever
that
get
end.
the end perfect.
Just let it do its thing.
Look, just let it fall off. I'd call that perfect.
Wow.
He did it.
Okay, now he
Boom.
gonna be bragging.
He's the man.
Is he?
Oh, thank you,
No roller.
So you heard it here from Joe first.
No roller
I'm the
needed.
man.
He's the man.
That's
roller.
a perfect. Let's see. Let's open that up. Open that up. Look at that, guys. A perfect
Making
transfer.
sure.
That thing clean. You want it to be white, just like that.
Let's put that on.
Can you want to pop it for me?
All right, you got
Thanks.
pop your collar just one time there.
All right, so that was
All right,
perfect.
I gotta
That's
perfect
beautiful.
mine.
3-way, 2-way geometers. I miss them.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mike.
Alan just peeled it. Oh, the colors look good even from afar.
You know what? What is
Ooh,
is
I see it
T-Seal? I
shiny
think I asked
now.
you this before. T-Seal is proprietary too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys, man. Woo!
They got a lot of
They,
proprietary.
they don't play.
Hey, listen, it is what
That's
it is.
business, though. That's business.
But no. If you come up with it, why not?
Yeah.
Right? You know, like for example.
So no one else sells T-seals?
Other people have them. We distribute them, and others do. But yeah,
Okay.
this is the iColor T seal. Oh, you want this one?
All right, so this is what it looks like
Put
first.
this over.
Wait a second. Other people sell T-Seal, but
A lot of
it's
them buy
your.
them from us.
Okay, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
your like formula.
Yes.
Okay.
Heavy pressure, 20-30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Final results after T-seal. Let's get it this way. Ooh, baby, look at that. Look at Albert Einstein looking all realistic.
All right, that print is amazing,
That looks.
That's awesome.
and it feels good too.
That is awesome.
Touch it, Katrina.
You want me to touch it?
Yes.
Yeah, baby. There you go, Daddy. Come on, Daddy.
A couple of ways to rasterize. Okay, we can rasterize in Photoshop, which is the preferred way to do it, or Affinity Designer, where you manually apply halftones. The easier way in the RIP is you could just choose the holes or stripes mode. So here's an image we brought in. If I wanted to just punch holes in that, I would just click with holes and print it. That's it.
Just one click.
That's all you would do. Now, the end result is not going to be that appealing, though, because you're basically punching holes
Manual, yeah.
across the whole design. It's
Yeah.
not the ideal way to do it, but it's a way to kind of understand how it works and how rasterization can help. And some graphics, it may work fine. In this one, I wouldn't love it. You could also do stripes. So for a second, let's leave the stripes one. If you wanted to see what that looked like, you can right-click this and you go to Rip Only.
And you can preview it.
And you click View Raw Data.
Mm.
And I look on the bottom here.
Oh wow.
So you see basically what it did is it put lines across the whole image.
Right.
And you were still going to knock that black out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm
That's the
jump
next
ahead.
way to do it, yeah. So this is just a way to put rasterization across the whole design. It's very amateurish, basic way, but it gets the job done for newcomers who don't know how to do it in Photoshop. There's another way, a quick way to do it. Our preferred way for a beginner to rasterize is to identify the shirt color you're going to go on. So in this case, we're going to go on a black shirt. And what we want to do is remove the black. But the RIP has a function built in that most people don't know it's there. What it does is rasterize automatically any areas of partial transparency. So if you're creative enough in Illustrator or Corel, not Photoshop now, this is because this is vector graphics we're talking, and you put transparency into your design, the RIP looks at those areas of transparency and automatically rasterizes those areas. So if you put 50% transparency, it's going to have big holes or stripes. If you put, 10% transparency, it's going to have very little holes. And if you do that in Illustrator and then bring your image in, all you have to do is import it and print it, and it's perfect. But if you don't know how to do that, what you could do is look at the design, decide what color shirt it's going to go on, remove that color. So what I'm going to do, Let me open this back up. We're gonna have to bring this back in. I'm sorry. Hang on. So remember how I did that? As I chose holes or stripes. By the way, those holes and stripes came as a default diagonal pattern of a certain LPI or thickness. You could go into the settings and make it go up and down. You can make the holes smaller. You can make the lines smaller. All that is customizable.
Okay.
But it's still not the best way to do it.
Right.
This is really the best way. So leave your print mode alone. Click your image. Go to Jobs. And then go to Production Plugins.
Production plugins.
Knock Me Black out. So what this is going to do is look at the image and remove the areas of black automatically. Now, I think it took a little too much out.
I'm that's a whole lot of black.
Change that. Something like that. Okay, around 100. I'm going to click OK. The image is going to disappear and come back. Now, I told you I was going to give you a quick way to do rasterization, and all I did was take the black out. But remember, I also said the RIP identifies areas of your design that has partial transparency. And what I just did was create partial transparent areas of the artwork. So now the RIP, because it's automatically set to rasterize areas of partial transparency, will automatically apply holes of varying sizes all across that image. If you want to see that feature or turn that on or off, go to Color Adjust, and then go to Ink Removal, and see it says Vary Hole Size in Areas of Partial Transparency. That's what we're talking about. See, it's checked already?
Yeah.
I didn't have to turn that feature on, but if you wanted to shut that off, that's where you would do it. So that's it. Our image is ready to go. We removed the black.
Just by doing the Knock Me Black out,
Yep.
it did the rasterization already.
It did it because the RIP, if I would have brought an image in that had partial transparency, it would automatically have rasterized it without me doing anything. But because it was a solid image with no transparency, I had to create transparency. And the best way to do that is to remove a color. Now, if I removed solid black, remember how I moved that slider? It pulled solid black, a little less than solid black, right? Some areas was not completely removed. So let's say part of my image had black, cyan, magenta, and yellow in it. All I did was take the black layer out. But the cyan, magenta, and yellow layers are still there, but they're not 100%. So I created partial transparency on that pixel.
So this is what it
So
looks
now
like.
this may not look great to you, but I promise you, when you put this on a shirt, this is going to look phenomenal.
Wow.
And that's the key. You know how many people I talk to take this and throw it in the garbage because they think it didn't work?
Yeah, it looks...
It looks like it's not good. It's going to be killer. It's going to be killer.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see
because
this.
it's a lot knocked out. But yeah, as I looked at it on the screen, it appeared like, oh, that's too much. But when you lay it down on the table, it pops just slightly over it.
What you do is put it on the white, and now you can see roughly what it's going to look like. But remember, it's going to be black, not white.
Yeah, that's
So now you can do this with any color. So if I'm putting a red, if I'm
Knock
doing
the red
a red,
out.
wow.
So you could bring an image in, and then under, here, let's bring in this bird. All right, and then go to Devices, Jobs.
So this is just a shortcut way to rasterize.
Yes.
knock out color instead of black.
You know, I have to open this, I'm sorry. Once you've processed the image, it's locked. Yeah. So when you bring it back up from the tray, you have to reopen it.
Yeah.
That's why it wouldn't let me make an adjustment to it.
That's similar to DTF too.
So instead of knocking black out, I'm going to knock my color out. Now, it defaults to white. But let's say I wanted to take this red out. See, it just popped out on the bottom. So now that can go on a red shirt. Right? If I'm doing on a blue
multiple colors?
Yes, you can.
Awesome question.
You can do multiple colors. Color
Just
1,
go.
color 2, color 3, color 4. Up to 4.
I was going to say, so you can only do up to 4 colors.
4 colors. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and marry this and see how this looks on a black shirt. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Can't wait.
I don't know what he did.
What I like about the software,
This is the mummy image. It comes with the 25 images if you get the white toner. So you might have seen this image before. So this is all knocked out with black. So we're going to press both of them.
Okay, we're going to take this off. Ooh.
I'll let air get under that.
Yeah.
So now we got to hurry.
Rub it.
Rub it. This the dog. This one was the rasterized image.
We go.
Pick that finger up. Pick your finger up.
I got
Nope.
Oh.
Give me your finger. That's it.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
So we're
Finger
going
off the plan. It's too hot.
Okay. Oh, pull it. Oh, pull
There
it.
you go. And now,
Rotate.
What am I doing?
you're fine. Just keep pulling that way.
you guys need. That wasn't bad.
In the end, it wasn't bad. See, and this is what I meant. It was a very easy design.
Yeah.
He should have butchered that.
Yeah, because
But he
it's
didn't
wrapped.
butcher it.
Exactly.
But because it's wrapped, but you know what? You're going to get away with this. You could
Yeah,
print
you
it,
can't tell.
You could put this whole thing on the shirt, even with all those mistakes, and you will not see one single mistake he made. It's all going to be perfect.
Because it's knocked
We'll
out.
put
and
it
it's
on.
like
You'll see.
Faded at the end.
Turn around. No, turn around.
It's going to look great.
You put it in my bag?
Yeah, but you can't see through it so
Yeah,
much.
you can't.
You'll see when I put it on a black
it's
shirt.
pressed.
It's going to look great.
Yeah.
And now I see I'm pulling down. I wasn't pulling down.
Yeah, now you're
before.
pulling that nice and down. Now go real slow at the end because you want to let that just fall off. It's perfect.
Yep, let the gravity do its thing. Don't even have to pull now.
Yeah, basically it'll fall off.
There you go. Boom. Look at that.
You see how that's stuck right? You see how that's stuck with his nothing? That's the feeling.
Get the
Get it.
pull dance.
Perfect. Flip
That
it
was
over.
okay. So it is all in the technique.
Technique and rasterization.
Baby.
It's easier to peel A from B when you have all these little bits of toner rather
that's
than big
much
heavy
easier.
blocks of toner.
I gotta start rasterizing because.
And all you gotta do is knock the black out. That's it.
If you have black in your image.
But most images, even when you think they don't have black, they have tons of black in them.
Okay.
Like almost every image that
The software will
it
find
has
it.
some black in it. And it'll create partial transparency even where it's not black.
Right.
So we're
So
just
that'll
gonna
give you a
do-
better feel also. What I like to do, I don't like to, this is killing me when you're pressing the collar a little bit.
What?
It's
When I'm
killing
what?
me when you press the collar a little
He likes
bit.
to pull it
I'm
off.
sorry. I'm not a shirt maker.
Cause it,
Make printers.
He
okay.
make printers, not shirts, Alan.
Exactly.
He make printers, not shirts.
All right.
Okay.
That's a printer flex. That's a boss flex.
Oh, you're gonna put both of them on?
Well, we're just testing. So
yeah.
And then we'll go eat.
It's a little. The mummy is a little off.
Is it? What's up?
A little off of the shirt.
Just testing.
We'll find out. Which off it is.
Yeah, and that little part, you can't even see that.
Nah,
part.
you would
Yeah.
never notice it.
That
So what I'm gonna
looks
do,
awesome.
since my sheet is not big enough, I'm gonna do it 2 different times. My T-cell is not large enough to fit the whole thing. So I'm
Okay.
gonna move it.
That's incredible.
Just move this over.
So it looks good just like that. So you guys, you can see without the T-seal. But
Yeah, it
once he
doesn't
puts
really
the-
affect the look. It affects the durability. of the T-seal.
Yeah.
This
And it's more embedded in because of the.
It's pushing it deep into the fibers of the shirt.
That's the purpose of it.
When you're done with that T-seal, you're gonna see the weave of the shirt through the transfer. If you don't do that, it's sitting on top. So you want to push it up and down over those weaves of the shirt.
Gotcha.
So when it wraps around the side of each one of the, you know what I mean by the ridges, it makes it more durable.
Awesome. All right, final looks up close.
That changes the game of the line for sure.
Yeah, look at this.
That rasterization.
Look at this dog.
In the software,
Look at the.
this blows my mind. Dude.
This is crazy.
You can rasterize this big.
I told you the dog was gonna look great.
Because that's what I want to
No,
learn how to
that-
do.
that
But I thought
looks
we were
awesome.
gonna have to do in Photoshop, but like, no, this is.
So all those little dots of different sizes are done by the software in the areas where it starts to fade. Because remember, with white tone, unlike DTG, so DTF and white toner have a problem. The problem is that it can't print from solid to nothing. It doesn't do fades. Both DTF and white toner cannot do fades. DTG can do beautiful fades.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of DTG.
Yeah.
But what we do in the rip is in those areas where we fade to nothing, is we put
Smaller
a
dots.
series of holes in line.
Guys, what you're about to witness here is greatness. Joe came up with this glitter bead transfer paper. This is about to be crazy. We showed you some samples earlier, but now we're gonna show you how it's actually pressed.
So the only thing different we did is we put the clear cartridge in, we put 300% instead of 250, and I increased my pressure, a very high pressure instead of a low pressure.
Okay.
Because you need a lot of 300% white, but it's clear.
Same process. Wow.
This is glitter.
Wow.
I need this. I gotta get this.
See, this makes you not even want to waste that beautiful B sheet right there. What's left of it. This is pretty amazing, right?
Well, you can cut.
to see the other side.
Well, if you wanted to save that, I would have cut all this extra off if I was, you know.
Are you ready to be blown away?
I'm ready to be blown away.
Promise total being blown away.
Wow. Damn, that's dope.
I can't even give y'all my reaction
iColor
because Alan beat me to it.
the house.
All out
Okay,
of the camera.
so here's the deal.
Are you?
Wow.
Come on. I mean, come on.
No, it looks great,
Are
but how did it go from the back to the front?
Because of
the clear?
The glue sunk into the.
The
do you
glue sunk
mean?
into the color.
You're looking through my clear toner. If I was white toner, you wouldn't see the glitter.
Oh.
You're looking through the toner I applied. How
Can
much could you sell that transfer for?
Yeah.
Can't do that with DTF. Can't do that with embroidery, any DTG, any other tech. So it's a modern miracle. I don't know.
Y'all, this is.
It looks great.
So you notice
yeah.
there's no white because we can't produce white. So what it does is it takes white from the paper, right, and it mixes it with the glitter.
Oh yeah, there's white in the
There's white in the
B
paper,
sheet.
so we
There's
got the
in
white
B
from
sheet.
this.
This is literally glitter transfer.
This is the coolest thing we can do. I promise you. It's the most
Do y'all see
underrated
that?
and the
This
thing
is
that
white toner. This is not
will
DTF.
sell transfers.
This is a white toner glitter transfer. Let's press this.
Let's put it on. Yeah, I was gonna say let's
Let's
put it on the
press
shape.
this.
Wow. Give it that final press. Oh my.
Press it with this, but we sell of course, I have something for everything, a glossy finishing sheet.
So you don't press a T-shill.
No, you need a different sheet.
So you don't use a T-shill with the glitter because you don't want it to lose the shine. So of course, Joe created something else. You said this is the best it looks.
Yeah, it's never gonna look better than that because once you post press it, it loses some brilliance. We have this, which is a glossy finishing sheet.
Wouldn't a Teflon sheet make it glossy as well?
It gets too hot and we'll pull it off the transfer. So this is a glossy sheet that you want to finish with this.
And you would press it at a low temp too.
At a lower temp.
Lower temp, not at 311 like we're doing.
Right.
We don't want to keep changing the times and temps.
We'll just do 10 seconds for now. So you get the-
So it's like what, 10 seconds,
yeah,
Joe?
like 10, 15 seconds will be fine. I mean, we're not washing this, so.
Oh, that's still good.
It's still good. Let it cool. It's not fully cool.
Okay, so
You really want to be at a lower temp.
that's still.
It's still good.
I didn't say it's not great, but it's always good right off the press. So
So
it's still a little
I
glossy.
like it like this. I still like it like this.
That's nice.
Step because it's not a two-step process. There's no B sheet.
So
Light because we like you to use this. We like you to do this on a white shirt. See, I'm pre-pressing. I'm pre-pressing it. You might notice steam. You see the steam coming out?
oh yeah.
Okay, that's
All
why
that
it's
moisture
important. You
out.
always want to pre-press these garments to get the moisture out,
Yep.
especially for this light paper. But it's also good for the two-step paper.
So this is a one-step paper. This is the first paper y'all said y'all came out
It's
with.
one of our first papers, absolutely.
Printed on. You can only use this on light. So you put it on a white shirt. And there's no bead. There's no marrying. That's the best thing about this paper.
So it's 75 cents to $1 per sheet.
Wow.
So it's fast, right? Because you could print like 30 pages per minute with the printer. So imagine these coming out at 30 pages per minute. You got your press ready to go. And the pressing is not 2 minutes like it was before. It's 15 seconds.
Ooh.
This is as close to DTF as you're going to get for a white garment.
Perfect for party shirts.
Party shirts,
One time.
kids' birthdays, cruise shirts, that
Ooh.
kind of thing.
And you can charge the same price because
Yeah.
Here we go,
We're
y'all.
not up to temperature yet. White cottons or light cottons.
So this is
Yeah,
for
well,
cottons
we
because
sublimate about this.
you're
Yeah.
pressing on a
Yeah.
higher
380 for-
temperature.
Yes.
For
Yeah, you
60.
can.
Well, I normally supplement it around 375. I don't
Okay.
pretty much ever go higher than that.
You're just getting to the temperature where now here's that light paper on a blue shirt.
Yeah.
It's something
Okay.
you can't do it, but it
Right.
starts to look vintage. See, here it is on heather gray.
Okay.
Now it starts to look vintage.
That's
a
vintage.
look,
But
though.
if you like it,
That's a look.
then you could do it on dark
Right. Can I
shirts.
see that?
Cool.
Yeah.
Especially if you distress that.
Absolutely. You run it through a distress filter and you're golden. And then even when it weathers, who can look?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's nice actually. That's really nice actually. To be honest, that's nice.
So this was originally like black, but it looks gray.
Yeah, because the gray is coming through.
gray
That's
is
the
coming
problem.
through. Yep. Okay.
So you need a timer. Okay, I always recommend a little Amazon timer that you have near you.
Why do you need a timer?
Yeah.
I'll show you why. This is the most difficult paper to master, and the reason is an A to B paper is an exact process. I tell you exactly what to do, you follow it, it usually works. With this one, every day you use it, you have to really gauge how long the dwell time is going to be. The dwell time is the time that you wait between opening the press and peeling, right? The dwell time changes with a one-step paper. It's around 15 seconds. Yesterday when I was doing some work in here, it was 20 seconds. Once you do one, you'll know where you need to be the next one.
Okay.
You just have to figure out, based upon the climate, the humidity, what the dwell time needs
Because
to
the
be.
paper will start sticking to the shirt.
It'll either stick to the shirt or it won't transfer at all. It's one of the two. If you're too early, it won't transfer. If it's too late, you know, it'll stick.
Okay,
You'll
gotcha.
see. Okay, so let's do it. So this is 15 seconds.
And this is heavy pressure?
You really want to be up to a 5 or 6.
Okay, so medium pressure, 390.
Okay, so
20 seconds.
when the timer goes off, we're going to start our timer, and I just keep my eye on this. So we're measuring the dwell time now.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at how you're peeling it too.
See how the gas is releasing.
So same peel, just a little faster.
So this was perfect. 18 seconds was just right.
Wow.
It's garbage. It's fully released.
That looks great.
It feels,
Yeah.
it feels amazing too.
That looks awesome. Look at that turtle. It's like jumping out the shirt.
Sure, $1.40.
Right.
So you're at $2.50. The labor is inconsequential. It's 15 seconds.
So I use the craft
Like that.
paper to do a final press.
What
Look at
about parchment paper? Would that be
Yeah,
okay?
you can use parchment too, as long as it's siliconized.
That looks awesome.
You can use anything that's siliconized. Get your hands ready. So now, don't pull it, but lift that up and start cracking that corner.
Okay.
And wait until you're at 18. Okay, you can go
All right,
ahead.
here we go.
Go ahead. You're good, good. Go a little slower.
This is how you get full color with one peel, no marrying, no A to B, just A, right?
Yep.
Cotton, full color.
Just look at your sheet, just so you can identify. It's a little better on this side than this side, so that means we could have waited till 20 seconds or 21. It's not, it's perfect, but
Gotcha.
it would be even better if you waited. See,
I
at the
had
end,
waited.
you were like 99% clean.
Yep.
It's actually very good, but just for your indicator for the next pull, you might wait till 20 seconds.
Okay.
Also, we didn't press the side of the shirt. We didn't take the moisture off.
Right.
I did the other side.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that was a
yeah.
mistake, and that's probably why it changed.
Okay.
Because we
And-
already established 18 was good.
That's not good.
But it's still mint.
Different.
It's still perfect. I mean, can it get easier than one step? It's so simple. It's
They're
cheap and
not.
simple.
All right, I'm stopping the video right there because we went on and we started talking about some other things. I might bring you guys a part 3. Who knows? But I might just do it myself. But I just wanted to go over a lot of the materials that were used in the video. We have the cloth. Now, of course, you can just, I'm gonna be real, you can go and get this from a fabric store. It's just a white polyester cloth or the black cotton cloth. But everything that was used in the video, from the cloths that will help you get, you know, better prints and everything, that will help get that moisture out of the shirt, help with the humidity, as Joe stated. Even the T-seal that you definitely absolutely need, whether you're using DTF or not, it's good for everything to actually push the image down into the weaves of the shirt so the image is not sitting on top. So the T-seal, and also we use the craft sheet. I have like tons of craft sheets. Everything is going to be linked down below in the description box, okay? So please let me know what you think about today's video. So before I did my own video, because of course I will be bringing you a video with me showing you how to rasterize from what I learned, but it was better for me to show you firsthand from him so that way you can see it. So hopefully you could see everything that was on the screen, but I will be bringing you some more future videos. And I got a lot of samples. I told you early in the beginning that this white toner printer can do so many other things, and there's so many other specialty papers that you can do for projects, for whatever. I'm gonna be bringing it to you all. So little by little, I'm gonna be rolling out new videos on this iColor 650 just so you can see everything that this baby can do, okay? So if you haven't seen my part 1, please go back and take a look at that, and then stay tuned for all my upcoming videos on the iColor 650. And again, if you're interested in a white toner printer, this is the one to get, or the smaller version. And they also have like the whole sublimation printer as well. They literally have everything on lock. All right, but I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Big shout out to Joe from Uninet. Thank you so much for having me, having all of us at Uninet. I learned a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed it, had a good time, and I just can't wait to really put this machine to the test because it's been sitting since I got it, you know, so I've been practicing on my own, but because I couldn't master it, that's why we went out to Uninet. So I hope you guys learned as well, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Keep pressing, always moving grace, and until next time, see you later. Love you, bye.